John Deaton told the world about the secret ink protocol to help Ripple XRP. Attorney James Phelan tweeted today that Coinbase has sent its amicus opinion to support Ripple's fair notice defense. The price of XRP right now is $0.35, and the trading volume for the past 24 hours is $1,600,000,000. We're updating the US dollar price of XRP in real time. XRP is down 30% in the last day and a half. World Crypto Finance. If you liked this video, don't forget to like it and sign up for the channel. Do you agree with the analysts about XRP? Write your answers in the comments, and I'll give you 500 XRP. At the end of the week, XRP coins will be sent to a random subscriber. Check out the comments for how to do something. You just have to write the word XRP. See the whole video to like and subscribe. In the past few days, the Relative Strength Index, RSI, has not been clear. Last week, the RSI held a value of 50, which is a neutral value, as support. However, this level has not been passed recently. So, there could be some ups and downs over the weekend. Also, the Awesome Oscillator, AO, was below zero, but it hasn't yet shown a strong bearish impulse. The /D line had a resistance zone right above it, which was shown by two white lines with dots. If a /D can get past this area, it will show that demand for the XRP rally is strong. The Directional Movement Index, DMI, showed that there wasn't a strong trend. ADX was yellow, and it was just above level 20. Technically, this meant that the trend was going down, but it also meant that there hadn't been a big trend in the last few days. In the next day or two, the 35 to 36 cents range for Dash will be important to protect the bulls. If a lower low forms below this area, it will mean that sellers are getting stronger. On the shorter time frames, momentum indicators were not clear. Bitcoin could also have a big effect on where XRP goes in the near future. Shortly after U.S. District Judge Annalisa Torres agreed to 11 organizations' requests to file amicus curiae briefs in Ripple's lawsuit against the SEC, some companies and associations filed their opinions. James K. Phelan, a former federal prosecutor, says that 7 of the 11 groups have officially filed their amicus briefs so far. The day before yesterday, lawyer John Deaton filed an amicus curiae application on behalf of XRP holders to oppose the SEC's motion for a summary judgment that buying XRP is an investment in a joint venture with other XRP holders and Ripple. In the brief, Attorney Deaton said that investors would not have needed to file a brief on their behalf if the SEC had limited its theory to specific XRP sales by Ripple. He also said that the SEC is on the gold side of the lawsuit because it wants to regulate secondary markets as well as sales of Ripple XRP. Even scarier, the SEC is asking the court to rule in favor of the SEC in summary proceedings. This would give the SEC control over the ecosystem of digital assets, which is not a party to this lawsuit. In the opinion and conclusion, a lawyer for DTNS said that if the SEC gets what it wants and all XRP sales are ruled to be illegal under U.S. securities laws, the court would indirectly give the SEC the power to regulate other non-parties, such as XRP users, holders, sellers on crypto exchanges, and developers. Lawyer added that if the decision goes in favor of the SEC, the agency will use enforcement measures as a control example to expand its jurisdiction, hurting millions of innocent owners. However, Blockchain Association has officially filed an amicus curiae brief in support of Ripple against the SEC. The Blockchain Association says that if the court rules in favor of the SEC, it could have a big impact on the whole blockchain industry. The SEC's statements and claims in Ripple's lawsuit show that the agency not only sees the relationship between investors and token issuers as an investment contract, but that the SEC's broad interpretation of U.S. securities laws will have devastating effects on the industry and even beyond. Yesterday, the leading cryptocurrency investment company, Paradigm Operations, also filed its amicus report in support of the Ripple case. Paradigm Operations used its amicus curiae brief to shed light on an important area that could affect the entire cryptocurrency market. Paradigm said the SEC's rhetoric in the case goes beyond whether sales of XRP violate U.S. securities laws. The Securities and Exchange Commission's language goes further than what its statements or the law say. He says that XRP tokens and many other crypto assets are securities in and of themselves. According to Paradigm, Reaper Financial, VeriDAO, and Crypto Council for Innovation are among the other companies that have officially filed amicus reports since Judge Torres' recent approval. CCI Ripple's general counsel responded to what the SEC chairman said about regulation recently. In a recent interview on the CNBC Squawk Box channel, Gary Gensler, the chairman of the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, said that investors in cryptocurrencies need better protection in a space with clear rules that doesn't meet them very well. The SEC chairman said this because of what happened to FTAX last week when his competitor, Nance, refused to do business with the struggling cryptocurrency exchange to save it. Gensler has said more than once that the Wild West of cryptocurrencies needs more rules. In September, he suggested that platforms for trading cryptocurrencies should register with the SEC and split their business into different legal entities to avoid conflicts of interest. The SEC chairman says that the space doesn't meet the requirements, but the agency chooses a different way to enforce the law. As a result, 100 class actions have been filed so far. He talks about the agency's big win, which he calls the LB-RE case. LB-RE lost the case against the SEC at the summary trial stage. Stuart Elder Rhodey makes Wave's general counsel is worried about what SEC Chair Gary Gensler said recently. He said this because the SEC chairman's insistence on putting the agency's desire for power over good regulation has caused a lot of financial damage. The only thing that is running out of runway is Gary Gensler's tired and, to be honest, false talking points. His insistence on making the SEC more important and his desire for power over good regulation in this country are hurting the economy in a big way. The head of the SEC told cryptocurrency companies they need to work together because investors all over the world are losing money. Elder Brody said that Chairman Gensler has repeatedly failed to protect anyone, but he keeps shouting about Kim Kardashian. Even though the queues at bankruptcy courts for consumers are getting longer. This craziness has to end. Coinbase has officially filed its amicus brief in support of Ripple's fair notice defense. 2 weeks ago, the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange asked for permission to file an amicus opinion in support of Ripple. Judge Analisa Torres gave the firm's request and 11 others the green light on Monday. A document that Fox Business reporter Eleanor Turot put out a few hours ago says that, "So, people who want amicus curiae resumes are getting them." The document says that, in response to different requests, Judge Torres gave everyone who wanted to say something until November 18th to do so. In its request, Coinbase said that it was interested in the case and that it had a unique point of view as an exchange that couldn't list the XRP token because of what it called the SEC's unexpected coercion to hurt its customers. In the official report he made, he also says that the American Stock Exchange is at a disadvantage compared to competitors in other countries because of the uncertainty caused by unclear rules and the fear of sudden enforcement. The cryptocurrency exchange made it clear that the Securities Act of 1933, which the SEC says Ripple broke, was not made for cryptocurrencies. They also said that the SEC couldn't give clear rules for the cryptocurrency market. Lastly, it says that Coinbase rights should be protected by the SEC because the lawsuit surprised and hurt Coinbase clients. Instead of making new rules, the current SEC administration tried to expand the SEC's control over the cryptocurrency industry by using special enforcement measures to say that digital assets that were already traded but were thought to be commodities regulated by the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, CFTC, or other non-securities are actually securities that need to be regulated by the SEC. Due to the lack of formal rulemaking, enforcement actions have come as a surprise. This creates uncertainty in the market and hurts U.S. trading platforms like Coinbase, which have to compete with platforms in countries where regulators are less likely to be surprised. Coinbase also says that the SEC filed a lawsuit against Ripple in December 2020 without giving anyone advance notice. In the lawsuit, the SEC said for the first time that Ripple had been breaking the Securities Act by selling XRP for years. This accusation hurt everyone in the market, including platforms like Coinbase and their retail customers, right away. For example, the SEC statement led to the removal of XRP from a number of U.S. platforms and the end of XRP trading shortly after this lawsuit was filed. This caused XRP's market value to drop by $15 billion and Coinbase customers to lose a lot of money. So far, people have had different feelings about Ripple and XRP. Some users said that this move shows that the business world is coming together. But at the same time, some people said they didn't want to forget that Coinbase gave in to pressure and took the token off the list before the court made a decision, even though others are using the chance to ask the crypto exchange to replace XRP. Even though support for Ripple from different companies and groups has been in the news, it's important to note that the SEC has also gotten support from two companies. On Thursday, InvestReady, the Institute for New Sports Economics, and SEI asked to provide summaries in support of the regulator. On Monday, Judge Torres also granted their request. What do you think XRP will be like in 2023? Write what you think will happen in the comments. Thank you for making it to the end of this video. Please remember to like it and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new videos. Also, don't forget to enter our contest in the XRP comments to get 500 XRP added to your account.